hello everyone. Certainly has been a while. Hoping you're doing pretty well. I thought today it might be nice to test out my new vlogging camera and go for a little walk and tell you what's been going on lately. Today we have a nice, tame, overcast sky in the outskirts of New Orleans. That's downtown all the way over there. This is really the first time I'm checking out this zoom feature. Yeah, that's the city. Atmospheric pressure. So the reasonable excuse for a lack of content lately is because I've been hard at work on a couple different books. It's a very reliable occurrence that every time I get to a certain point in production of writing a book, I get snagged by some really deep, abstract philosophical theme or question that I think it's my responsibility to give a concrete answer to. For First Reality, the question was, what if in trying to do good, you find out that you've actually been doing bad things the whole time? How do you know what's good anymore? For This Never Happened Somewhere, the question was, who's happier, monogamous or polyamorous people? For Writer Seeker Killer, the question was, how do we experience and communicate out-of-body experiences to one another? Now, for this nonfiction book that I'm putting out sometime in July, the question is, why is love so problematic, and what is the solution? To give you some context here, the German philosopher Schopenhauer thought love was a really useful and interesting feature. This is because he believed it was a kind of biological construct that compelled us to breed, kind of taking a lot of the romance out of the situation. And then there was the French existentialist Jean-Paul Sartre, who also saw love in a very problematic way, because it just seems like the act of love to him was the attempt to try to get back the perceptions other people have of us. So is there any aspect of love that isn't tied to egoism or biology? Is there some sort of like spiritual, outer, greater love experience? I've been doing a lot of research on the topic, been looking into tantra systems, things of that nature. And I was also having a conversation with one of my author friends, Jonah Tobias, who actually recently just launched this book here that you should check out. He figured the way we figure out love is to try to transcend the ego. That sounds great, but it's still a little abstract to me, you know? The act of questioning love too much leads someone to have difficulties actually enjoying it. And even if at best it is some chemical illusion, it still makes us happy. So if there's nothing better than that, we better stick with it. And I'm beginning to accept, because of the magnitude of the question I'm asking, I'm not going to be able to come up with the answer, at least not in this book. I think the act of scrutiny and questioning it and seeing what other people say about it is helpful and at least interesting for now. So I feel like a lot of this transcendence of ego stuff also requires a belief in the soul, which I'm very skeptical about. I'm able to admit there's such a thing as spiritual intelligence. I just don't have a lot of it. And I suppose you could say part of the process is letting go and accepting some things for what they are. Anyway, I got some more research to wrap up, but it was great catching up with everyone. Love to hear your thoughts about the problems of love in the comments below, and I'll be posting another video up soon telling you more about this book. This is Ryan Starbloke, and I implore you to have a good day.